The opinions expressed on this program is not necessarily those of the Emily Pearl Show, its sister stations, its affiliates, or its sponsors, but it is those of the individuals themselves who express it. While the Emily Pearl Show does take stances on individual issues, the show itself remains an entertainment platform. Free thought is a philosophy and not a policy.
All right. Hello, everybody. What's the word, Thunderbirds? Look, let me tell y'all something. I almost slept through the show. I'll get into that just a little bit later, tell y'all what happened to me as I get in rest of our hosts for the show. All right. Waiting in the green room, bringing in now the heartbeat of the South and my heartbeat. Timothy Harrington. Hey there, Mr. Harrington. Salute.
Hey, Mom, how you doing? How you doing, audience?
I feel groggy. I'm just waking up.
That's all right. We're going to shake it off.
Yeah, I gotta shake it off. And our host from Alabama, Jenny Hill. Hi, Jenny.
Everybody,
How
How
are
you
you and the
doing?
kitty doing?
we have a new co-host today.
Hi there. She's
This
so.
is Sylvie.
Hi, Ruby. How are you doing? You are so pretty. Ah, and
She's
so cuddly.
4 months
Look at
old. She's
that
my little
baby.
baby.
Look at that baby. Ah, I love her some mommy too already. You just say you just found her?
No, this is. She comes to visit me out of the blue and crop in my arms and says, "I want to be loved." So here we are.
Oh. Oh, okay. All right. Well, so she ran away from home, her home, just to come see you.
No, she's been in the house and she stays in here with me, but I thought she only was
Oh.
breastfeeding.
Oh, okay. Also, she be outside sometimes too. Yeah,
No,
I got you.
no, in the house.
Oh, in the
She
house.
doesn't go
Oh, she
outside.
wanted.
Yeah.
She wanted to come and be on TV tonight.
Yes.
I got you. Well, hello, Ruby. You made me think about Ruby from. You remember the Fifth Element? Element, Tim, that movie
Yeah, I
with
remember.
Chris Tucker.
Yeah, and Bruce Willis.
Man, I just watched that last weekend and started laughing all over again. Chris Tucker, know he played that role of Ruby.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
Yes,
you
he did.
remember it too? You remember too, Jenny?
Oh, I have the DVD.
Yeah, yeah. He was like, come here, come here, come here, come here, come here. What did I do now? Come here, come here, come here. Come here. And he could scream.
That was
Man,
his
he could.
Yeah.
that was his debut movie.
Oh, that was a great movie. Paul from Canada is in the house and so is
So,
Magnificent Mary from Michigan
hey
in the
Mary, hey
house. How
Paul.
y'all doing?
Oh,
Love you
Mary.
guys. Oh, Paul said
I just did.
he thinks of Ruby Tuesday, the restaurant
Well,
from the Rolling Stones. You know
Well,
what?
this is Sylvie. Ruby's
Ha-
birthstone. This is Sylvie, and I have a cat called Goldie. So I have
Oh,
Goldie, Sylvie, and Ruby.
okay, all right. Yeah, but you know
She
what?
was so.
I will probably watch The Fifth Element again tomorrow. Now that we're talking about it, but
I'm
I
like,
was like, how in the world did he get all that breath to talk like that? He know he played that role,
yeah, yeah.
and he was more the star than Bruce Lee was.
He
To
was,
me,
he
I mean,
was.
not Bruce
it
Lee,
was
Bruce Willis. Bruce
Yeah.
Willis.
Willis, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, Bruce Willis. You know, I love me some Bruce Willis movies too. Well, you guys, what's the word, Thunderbirds? Because it's
It's
primary election day here in Tennessee where they're voting for governors, mayors, and DAs and such and such.
Yeah,
And I already voted last week because I go to early voting. I don't like to go to late voting, you know.
yeah.
And
yeah.
yeah, so I already did my civic duty last week. So, Jenny, when are y'all having your primary in Alabama?
I don't know. I
Wait a
heard
minute,
the
voter.
date of the day.
Wait a minute, voter.
Look,
Wait, voter.
I don't watch TV, and our mail lady is not doing her job, so I'm not sure, but I will be checking into it this before the week is out.
What have you missed it already?
I might have. I don't know.
Wait a minute,
Uh,
voter. All right,
I've been
civic.
having
You not been.
communication problems. You know, everybody here
Yeah,
knows I have a lot of communication problems because I'm in the country.
yeah, that's
Okay,
true.
silly.
That's true. But
So,
but
you
now
know,
let's know it's but you know what? They've been talking about primaries for the past 2 or 3 months. Now somewhere in between now, you should have been on Messenger or somewhere, Jenny, to find out so
well,
you could
wait a
do
minute.
so you could do your patriotic duty. Your
Yeah,
patriotic duty.
I think we already had them. We already had them. Sick.
Oh, you
I couldn't
already
even get out
had
of
to
bed.
us.
I think so.
Okay.
Our governor Ivy that should not have went back in there went back in there.
Oh,
Yeah.
so you
So
already voted. Okay.
yeah,
That
yeah,
means that you guys in Alabama have already had your primary. So what's coming up in November for all states is the midterm.
Right.
yep,
So that's
right,
always the same day, the same month for the whole nation.
yep,
Okay.
So that's
yep.
when midterms is. I think it always is around like November 2nd or 4th or 5th, something like that too. And
Uh,
then
I don't.
the general election comes up the following year, the final one. And see, so on your primaries, you're not voting for the presidents. You don't start. We don't start voting for the presidents until November,
November.
midterm,
Yeah.
midterm. Yes. So I will as soon
Well, I
after we
don't.
finish. Wait a minute. Paul said something funny. My vote is on the life support system.
Okay. All right.
Paul from Canada, what would we do without you? Mary in Michigan, have you guys had your primaries? Your primary state for your governors and mayors and things like that in Michigan yet? So after the show, the polls stay open in most states until 7 p.m. and we're just broadcasting at 7 p.m. They're just closing now,
Yeah.
and they won't start tallying the votes till like 8 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
And so I will check in with the news stations. Okay, Mary says theirs was this week. Mary, did you do your patriotic duty?
Right.
You don't have to tell us who you voted for, but did you do your patriotic duty and go and vote? Because y'all know I encourage everybody, all the fans of the show, come on. We cannot sit around
So where
complain and fuss about it if you don't go vote. Because just complaining and fussing
where
about
is
it.
Mary?
Mary's in Michigan.
Yeah.
Michigan.
She's in
Okay.
this.
Okay.
Yeah, she said they had theirs this week. And,
Yeah.
this is what he said. That's where he put his vote, y'all.
Oh, okay.
I know what he talking about. Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Mary say, I know I did not go. Uh-oh, Mary. Well, look, Mary, now look, when these midterms come up, Mary, you gotta go. That's the presidential election. Come on, Mary. You gotta get out. If I have to come up there in Michigan and drive you to the polls, I'm gonna have to do it.
All right. All
Mary
right. All
say
right.
sorry. Yeah, because our vote
Well,
really counts, Tim. So, Tim, I'm gonna let you be the anchor for tonight because like I said, I'm groggy. My brain is groggy, and so I'm gonna let you run this show tonight. So, anchors away, my friend.
Oh, okay. Okay. I don't have a whole lot. But I do have a couple of things that I did want to bring to the table. Kansas City, they voted for their abortion. And they won that. Yeah, and the other
When you say
topic.
that, they
Uh,
I thought they took it. I thought they took it to the Supreme. Oh, they won it in their Supreme Court.
and they're supreme. Yeah,
I got you. Okay,
yeah,
they
yeah.
won
They
it. Yeah,
won
'cause
it
they
in
did.
the,
They did
yeah,
take it to the Supreme Court. Yeah.
yeah, and it was. They said it sent a ripple effect. Out to the other cities and states,
Mm-hmm.
which I'm sure it did because there's still been a ongoing and disappointing
Listen to
thing.
Paul. I'm sorry to interrupt you,
Paul, you
Tim, but
are
look
right.
at Paul.
Paul, you
Paul
take
from
pills tonight.
Canada.
Yeah,
Ain't no
That's
taking
a good.
pills
That's a
tonight.
good one, Paul. That's a good one. All right, go ahead, Tim.
yeah. I was just saying, that's a still ongoing thing. That was a body blow to all women that didn't agree with that, and so they got a victory in Kansas, and more than likely just the start of it. And
Mhm.
so
Mhm.
we'll just stay tuned to see how that goes and what effects they have on
Yeah.
nationwide.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah, yeah. Now the other thing I want to speak about is Miss Brittany Griner,
Oh yeah, the
the
basketball
basketball.
player. Yeah.
Yes, it was such a blow today when they announced that they are charging her for 9 years in prison.
Yeah. I heard
Whoa.
that.
Yeah, for a marijuana inhaler.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
she was, and I can only imagine what she's going through or what her family is going through. To be abroad like that, it was just too stiff a penalty. I don't think the penalty fit the crime. So
Yeah.
yeah. Y'all kind of familiar with it. Let
No,
me know how y'all feel about it. About the sentencing.
well, there are bad people out there shooting for good people, and maybe that's what happened. We don't know, but maybe that's what happened. She had something good going on, and somebody's trying to take her down, and that's how they did it. That's
True.
it's happening everywhere. It's happening to people everywhere. They're like the J6. There's a lot of people that supposedly got arrested that have a lot of lies were told about that one. So yeah.
Yeah, I
Paul
mean,
says in Canada
what do you say?
you can do those things even though I don't and agree with you, Tim.
Okay,
Uh,
okay.
I think he's talking about abortion now. Are you talking about abortion now? Paul said he doesn't have abortions. That Paul, that Paul, that Paul, that Paul.
Or
Yeah,
is it
Paul
talking about the
Tito,
Mary
so.
Jane?
well, the left want putting in. I forget what this new program they coming to bring into the schools. They're gonna have the parents in the uproar again because they want to bring this um, type of what do you call it? The way you address somebody. I don't know what the name of it. I just saw it on Fox News today. Oh no,
Uh-huh.
last night I saw it on Hannity on Fox, and they want the children to start asking each other about what pronoun do you want me to address you.
Oh boy.
Yeah, stuff like that, and start, and they don't want people, they don't want the children this generation to address people as man or woman. That,
What?
that's crazy. It's
Oh
crazy.
goodness.
No,
Uh,
I'm
uh,
sorry. I'm going God's way,
oh,
and
he
that
say, Paul say,
don't
no,
mean
I
more than
thought you were talking about dope. He
Yeah,
was. He was talking
yeah.
about that cannabis oil, but she didn't have dope. Paul, she only
she
had the cannabis
had an inhaler.
oil that you
Yeah, in
put
a
on your
inhaler.
skin. Yeah,
Yeah,
for
CBD.
that you put
Yeah.
on your skin, for healing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's pitiful.
Yeah, that's a shame. Um, something needs to be done about that. I just can't see how officials letting it go that way because we're not talking about a soldier. She's a professional basketball player.
Yeah.
So it
No,
wasn't
we're
like
not
a
talking about
war.
heavy drugs either.
No, and it wasn't like a war was going on and this side got captured or anything of that nature. And I feel
Nope.
that's an outrageous sentence.
Uh,
And I feel
I
that it
believe
just
she was
the
targeted.
punishment didn't fit the crime to me. I'm sorry, it just doesn't.
Uh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's why I say.
Well, they.
That's why I say she. I believe she was targeted. That's why I say that.
I
It don't
heard
make
the Secretary of
sense any other
Defense
way.
talking about it. He had a press conference today talking about that and China, and he was saying that they are still working on trying to work a deal with Putin
Okay.
about the exchange of that big drug dealer that they want from over here that we have locked up for her
The
and
big
this
deal.
other
Yeah.
guy. And matter of fact, the other man that they have is prisoner, Paul from Canada. His name is Paul too. I think his name is Paul Ham or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Yeah. And then
yeah, so but
there's another one they're gonna add too.
they put the deal to Putin, but Putin hadn't responded. The Russian government has not responded, so they are. He was talking about that. The reporters were asking the Secretary of Defense,
Nah.
doesn't that make it seem like the White House is weak?
Yeah.
And so he said, well, he couldn't address what's going through the the Putin's mind, and their minds about how they're thinking or what they're thinking about. So he couldn't speak to that, but he said all he could tell the media was is that they're still working on it and the deal is out there. And
Yeah.
but the reporter said, well, it sounds like that the Russians are just trying to hold out for more, and what makes him think that the Russians are going to do any deal anyway. He say if they have ignored you this far, because see that was 2 weeks ago
Right.
that they offered to do this, and the Russians haven't responded. So no response usually mean a no, and that's what the that's what the reporter was trying to tell him.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Uh,
But
I don't know.
the only thing about that is, he's got a no deals thing. He's setting the rules down. He's not letting anybody get away with them, and then of course Americans over there now, they get targeted. Whether he was trying to do good things in Ukraine, that was a state of Russia. The boundaries didn't get established when they tried to break away and be independent. And people think that the Americans we don't have any money to send.
No, we don't have any money. Mm-mm.
no, we don't.
So
Mm-mm.
and when people the newscast they'll talk about U.S. did this, Iraq did that. They're talking about the armies and governments of these countries. The common people don't want war. We're
Yeah.
sitting here their thumb to hopefully survive whatever they're throwing down on us. And I wish there was another way to say, to have a word. Like, not talking about the entire country of people. We're talking about the bad people who run on these countries.
Yeah, and
Um,
yeah, and
Well,
my
Jimmy, you
thing is,
still kind of breaking up. I think if you kind of move your microphone away from your mouth a little bit out, which uh, I think maybe that
I had to
might
go up
help
or
a little
down.
bit. Yeah,
How about that? That
and
better?
and yeah, and try not to, I know it's hard not to shout when you get excited, but a lot of times these things are so sensitive that the
Yeah,
louder you get, the bigger of an echo you get. So if you
yeah,
can just like
yeah.
talk at your normal inside voice tone,
Well,
it should stop a lot of that breakup. Yeah,
maybe
yeah,
if
try
I turn
that.
the volume down a little bit on my end,
That
that might
might
help
that
too.
might help too. But other than that, it has improved a lot. Tim, you were saying,
yeah. I was just saying, at this point, we have a lot of eyes that's on America, and it's a lot of eyes that's on our president. He's showing a lot of weakness. Uh, he's not showing any sign of force. And this is not even our battle, our war. We've sent so much money over to help Ukraine, and look what we got back in return. We got high food, high gas, high rent. Everything has uh,
I
attached with it. Nothing good has came to us out of that. And like I say, Biden's just going. I'm sorry, he's going to have to step up because
Scorpio,
Scorpion. Yeah,
Scorpion
yeah.
ain't gonna do nothing.
yeah, he's going to have to. If not, I feel that we ourselves may be in a war. That's the way I
Well,
feel.
the
Okay.
war is coming because China has
Well, since
already
y'all
started doing those missiles. That's what that's gonna be my statement tonight.
Okay.
I'm talking about war is coming, but I'm gonna let you and Jenny do y'all's first, cause I'm just now
okay.
waking
Well,
up. I'm
and
Go
just
ahead,
speaking
Jimmy.
waking
of
up.
Scorpio, I guess everybody's heard he's tested positive again, and mainstream media has
Yeah,
tested positive
yeah,
again.
yeah.
Well,
How is that
in
possible?
in the truth world,
How's
he's on
what
life support in
possible?
the hospital, and it's
To
not
Oh,
test?
you
him. It's
talking about that COVID second round of COVID?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah. I mean, he
yeah.
had the best of everything for his health care. So,
Okay.
what's
Well,
really
you want
going
to?
on?
Well, his body
Well,
is old. His body is old, so he can't. and he was not as in good shape as
Yeah.
President Lyon was.
Yeah, you're right about
So
Well,
that. Yeah, I didn't think about that.
yeah, his body is weak and
well,
old. And
in the truth of the world,
Leo's body was in tip top shape because Leo took care of his body. You know, only
Yeah.
thing he did was kind of indulge in cheeseburgers. He loved cheeseburgers.
Hmm.
But
Yeah.
other than that, he didn't smoke. He didn't drink. And see, Biden down through the years did all that because I've seen video of him back in black and white film when he was young senator.
Uh-huh.
When you could smoke on TV and in meetings and stuff, I've seen him smoking.
Oh,
So
okay.
so if he lied and say he never did smoke, he'll lie because I've seen him on TV.
well, wait a minute now. You got to remember who's there and who's
Well, I'm
not
just
in
saying, you
reality.
know, like for instance, like when they show
Yeah.
old video clips. For instance, they showed an old video clip of. You remember when they brought up that Judge Thomas's
Yes.
sexual abuse with
Uh-huh. I
Anita,
need.
what's her name?
Uh-huh.
And they were showing old video clips and other senators around and stuff, and they could
Yeah.
smoke in those hearings and stuff back then.
Back then, yeah, they
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
Yeah, they
And
did.
and so whenever the camera, decided to go around their way, if they were smoking, they were just caught smoking. And
Yeah.
it wasn't no you can't smoke on camera rule then.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know. So and then I'm pretty sure that he probably did a lot of drinking too,
I believe he did.
because I mean, look at the fruit that fell from the tree. A
Yeah.
drug addict.
Right.
So and that
Yeah.
stuff is hereditary.
It is.
So it
I
came from
agree.
somewhere. It's hereditary. It came from somewhere. Go
Yeah.
ahead, Jen. I'm
Well,
sorry.
on the
Tim's supposed to be in charge tonight. I forgot her. I'm
we
waking up.
we just
Ne-
communicating. We just
next,
communicate.
yeah, Jen's turn to be next week. She'll be the anchor.
Yeah.
well,
Go ahead, Jim.
I still will respond to
Oh,
what
Ernestine is
here.
here. Hey,
Yeah.
Ernestine. Never ready.
Hey,
Ernestine is
Ernestine.
here.
No, I understand.
Uh, few people in the chat are on my truth page, and I've been thanked for a couple of videos I shared last night, and one of them, or rather this morning about 4 or 5 o'clock. But one of them, and in my opinion, this is what I do believe. One of them's talk about how the resident isn't the resident really. You know what I mean?
Well,
Y'all
Okay.
every time they show
Okay.
him, they look like a different person. I mean, how many
Well, I
doubles?
proved it.
How,
I've
how
already
many
proved it.
doubles? How many doubles can one person have? The celebrities
Well, we
don't.
already
The
know,
celebrities don't even have that many doubles.
we already know that 3 celebrities have been playing him. The one that's in, and he's not. He's okay. The MSN says he's tested positive for you know what. Okay, in reality, according to the truth or intel, right? He's actually in hospital on life support, and it's not him. It's the one acting like him, who was also a bad guy, but he made a deal to play the part to keep his life. So yeah,
So,
that's the latest intel on that subject.
all right. So
He's
look
actually in the
here.
hospital on life support. He's not in the basement, as they say.
Okay, so Tim, look.
So
Yes.
As an anchor, you're gonna have to read the comments on the screen. You gotta control me and Jenny. So you getting trained.
Okay.
You got a comment up there on the screen. So whenever you need to interrupt, you have to
Yeah.
interrupt
Okay.
because
Okay.
our audience is more important than us.
Okay. Okay. So Paul has a statement. Our so-called prime minister holds the record for sending money out to other countries. Why we have over 5 million poor and homeless people living on the streets. Yeah, I heard that, Paul. Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, yeah, we got so similar the same thing going on here. You know,
yeah, big time in Los
absolutely.
Angeles.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think that's a worldwide issue too. Mm-hmm.
it is.
All
But
right,
they're
Tom.
they're highlighted in Los Angeles because of the way that CA is being run by the nephew of a certain little speaker, the drunk one.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
that's her nephew. That's her nephew. The
Ah,
governor
Okay.
in CA is the speaker, the drunk speaker's nephew.
wow.
Did y'all know that?
Okay.
Well, I'm not really hearing you. I'm breaking up a bit. I think maybe if you hold your head up and not down, that might help too. You talk down.
Uh,
And now you know what
is
that
that better?
comes from. That comes from you being on your phone all the time, looking down.
I'm
Ah,
never on
okay.
the phone. I'm
Uh
never on
huh.
my phone.
But you know
I do a lot of hand
when you're
I do a lot of
broadcasting, you
hand
need to
work.
be, yeah, you have to be up. Oh, that's what it is. So
Yeah,
when you're broadcasting, you have to be upright, and that also helps
yeah,
your voice to what is our
yeah,
movie term? Set project. It helps you to project, and it helps come out
yeah.
clearer. A lot of times you do
I
have to
have,
slow down your pace too because of
yeah,
these technical platforms. Yeah.
Okay.
Now you
yeah.
say it's
Oh,
Ernestine, excuse me, mom. Ernestine's got a comment. Ernestine Key is watching you, watching
Ern-
with you.
Ernestine and Mary. Yeah, they're in
Did I
there.
miss?
Well, it's about halfway through the show, so we'll take a break. When we come back,
Okay.
maybe they'll have time. Y'all take the time to type in y'all comments and questions about anything that we talked about so far, and anything that you would like to talk about. Okay? We'll be
All
right
right.
back. Y'all stick and stay now. I do have
oh,
to
you're
run that
crazy.
part. I do have to run that part of the show. Sorry about that. All right.
All good.
Hi, I'm Tanya Memi. I'd like to introduce you to Natural Action Technologies. They make free flow devices that produce structured water. Well, you're probably wondering, what is structured water? All right, think of it this way. If you were to take a gallon of water to the top of a mountain stream and then pour it down the stream and run to the bottom of the mountain and collect the same gallon of water, it would be structured. It's this natural action of water tumbling over rocks, down waterfalls, flowing through twists and turns as it actively descends a mountain. This motion structures the water. Water molecules are free to move and dance with nature in an energetically alive, fresh, and vibrant manner. Through this process, the molecular structure of water is changed to reflect less surface tension, neutralize toxins, and clears memory and balance on a particle level. Drinking natural action structured water is the way nature intended water to be, from the source. It hydrates your cells, makes your skin and hair softer, and ladies, it also makes your nails less brittle. Here are some other benefits from drinking structured water. It helps to increase your mineral and medication absorption. It neutralizes all toxins from the source of the water, which allows them to flush through the body. You'll have healthier gardens and plants when watering with structured water. It's healthier for livestock, and your pets will love it, even fish. It improves aerobic bacterial activity in your septic systems, and it also increases the longevity of all the systems that use water, including reducing the amount of chlorine needed for spas and swimming pools. It also helps hydrate you so that you don't need to drink as much water. Have you ever noticed when you buy bottled water from the store, there is a laundry list of added ingredients on the label, like right here? Well, they say it's for taste, but these added ingredients are different forms of salts, and salt makes you thirsty. Therefore, you need to drink more water, which makes them more money. But with natural action structured water, you hydrate your body 30% more than with other water products. Our scientifically designed free flow devices come in several sizes depending on your use. We have a commercial unit for your farm, business, or nursery. We have a home unit that attaches easily to your main water line, making your whole house structured. We have a garden unit that attaches to your hose, and we have a very popular portable unit that you can take anywhere. We also have a shower unit that easily screws onto your existing shower pipe. Taking a shower under structured water feels like you're showering under a waterfall. You will not want to get out. When you use natural action structured water on your plants and vegetable gardens, you can almost hear them grow. Strawberries have been known to grow so large that they won't even fit into a coffee mug. Your tomatoes will be larger and sweeter too. And by washing your vegetables or fruit with structured water, you'll actually structure your food, which will make your food taste fresh and alive. And your rose bushes will grow into rose trees up to 13 feet tall, and I've seen it. And your bouquets will last twice as long, and it also increases your harvest time 2 weeks earlier. I mean, how would you like to have fresh tomatoes at the farmer's market 2 weeks before anyone else? In the morning, pour your juice through the unit and it'll taste better and softer. Add several drops to your coffee cup and it'll be less acidic. In the evening, pour your glass of wine through it and it becomes instantly smoother and more aromatic. Our bodies are mainly made of water, so by drinking Natural Action structured water, your mental clarity will be brighter, your emotional state will be happier, body endurance will improve, you'll sleep more sound, and your body will heal faster. So when you care about the food you eat, you should also care about the water you drink. Natural Action Technologies devices provides the truest form of water on the planet. The units come with a 90-day money-back guarantee and a lifetime warranty. So you have nothing to lose by trying it. I did, and I love it. Give it a try. Your mind will thank you, your body will thank you, your plants, your pets will thank you, and your life will be enriched. We invite you to experience water in its highest truth. Here's to better health and well-being with Natural Action Technologies.
All right, Paul wants to know, how long did my roses last blooming? Paul, I was supposed to have thrown those roses out last week. Some of the leaves are still green and the roses are still yellow, but they're just dried. I promise you. And so I'm going to definitely try to throw them out before Saturday. So, and that has been since May, since Mother's Day, the Friday before Mother's Day, when my heartbeat, Mr. Tim, sitting right in front of your eyes in living color, gave them to me. Gave him to his mom. That's right. So you can keep flowers a long time in your vases with that structured water. I mean,
Yeah,
you'll be forced to throw them out.
yeah, I was surprised to know that they lasted that long. It
you
had that
you
much of
saw him.
effect.
You been over here.
Yeah,
You saw him, didn't you, Tim?
yeah, yeah.
He
I couldn't
he.
believe my eyes. I've never
Yeah.
seen roses last that long.
Yeah, he said Tim was just over here last week.
Uh-huh.
He saw them. They still here, and I've been intending to throw them out. Just I mean, you just have to throw them out because they never stop. They never die.
Yeah, Paul said, "Yay, well done, Tim."
Isn't it great?
That's
Right.
right. So did y'all know? You remember last show I told y'all a war is coming.
Yeah.
So what has happened is China is firing missiles around the island of Taiwan in their response of retaliation because the Speaker of the House, Nancy Pelosi, went to Taiwan to visit them. We have an alliance. The United States have an alliance with Taiwan, which means that if anybody attacks Taiwan, that means that we have to go help.
Right.
Not only that, Japan is also mad at China because they say 5 of the missiles landed in their economic area.
Uh-oh.
Now Japan is also our ally. Did y'all know
Right.
that?
No,
So
I didn't
Japan,
know that part right there.
yeah, so Japan is mad.
You and I have different information.
Yeah, Japan is mad at China too. So uh, the White House was saying today that they want to try to do it diplomatically, and they've asked them to stop. Well, they haven't asked them to stop. All they done was like the reporters was asking him and the defense secretary. They were just asking him why won't the president tell them to stop it?
Right.
Because all they've done is just said, well, you know, this can happen. United States stand ready, and blah blah blah. And the reporters are saying, no, we are not militarily ready. And why are you waiting? Because that was the same way they did with Putin,
Yeah.
was try to settle things diplomatically, and then overnight, bam, he
Yep.
started the war.
They sure did.
And he had been saying for 20 years that Ukraine was a part of Russia, and he was going to take it any way he could when he felt like taking it, and that's what he's doing.
Yeah.
So it's the same way with China. China has always said that Taiwan is part of the Chinese communist nation. And
Right.
for 10 years, President Xi has been saying that they will take Taiwan if they have to take it by force. So if somebody
Yeah.
been telling you this for 10 years and now they have started firing missiles, what is there to settle diplomatically? How can you talk to them diplomatically at this point when you've already seen another foreign leader
Right.
use these same tactics?
The exact same tactics, almost. But I will say this: we don't want any trouble with China. We're not ready.
Well,
We
I
are
already
not
had
ready.
that vision. I told you about that dream. I've had that dream twice in the past 3 years. And it was the same dream, same reoccurring dream. And twice
Oh,
was enough for me. It was very fearful. I
wow.
woke up thinking that this was really happening. That's just how real it was. And I call those premonitions when I have them like that.
Okay.
So I know this war is coming. And but the thing about it is this: we may not be militarily ready, but we have so many allies that are. Japan is not a military nation to fool with. Japan has a
Mm,
strong military.
I think that's what I meant. Yeah, Japan. I'm sorry, I
Ah,
stand
okay.
corrected. Yeah, I
Yes.
stand corrected.
Yeah, so see, the only ally China got is Russia. And Russia's military is already drained
Yeah, they
because
tied up.
they've been fighting Ukraine for the past what 3 4 months now.
Yeah, yeah.
No.
And go ahead, Jen. Go ahead, Jen.
Oh, okay. Um, y'all, I'm thinking you're getting your news and information from MSM. Is that true? I mean, where are you getting your information? Because
My
I'm
information
getting,
comes
I'm getting
from
different.
Fox News channel and me watching the press conference
Okay,
live today myself. Came from my
that's
this
what.
about
Okay,
yep. Came from my own eyes
that's
and
what we
ears.
need to do for the future.
I watched the press conference today. I watched the reporters interacting with Defense Secretary. I forgot what his name is because, I don't know half of the the department heads' names like we did when Leo was in office. I knew all of their names.
Yeah.
But because I don't know if they've been hiding or whatever, or hardly ever appearing, I don't know how I don't know their names like that. And
Yeah.
so, because this is the first time I ever seen this man, and he's supposed to be the defense secretary, Secretary of War. I mean, Secretary of
Uh,
Defense.
Yeah.
But I did see him. I heard him talk. I heard him answer questions from the reporter, and that's how I know this. So my sources
well,
from me seeing it and hearing it today. That was just today when I got back from the doctor's office because I had a doctor's appointment. Y'all, I got lost in the garage. In the garage. I got
That's enough.
lost in
I've
I
done
got
Enough.
that before.
lost I got lost in the garage because it wasn't a handicap space available in the front where I normally can find one when I go to my appointments. It's the Baptist East. And, it was a woman that got mugged at Baptist East garage parking a few months back. And I said, when I got lost in there, I said, I could see the reason why that lady might have made herself vulnerable
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
be attacked because she probably got lost.
Yeah. It's not
Excuse-
hard to get lost. I've been
silly,
in that.
silly
I've been in
me.
that parking garage a couple of times, and it's not hard at all to
I
get
know,
lost.
and it's dark in there.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
is really
Well,
creepy. I don't like it. And
well, you know
so
how we had civil tips? I have a Jenny tip.
uh huh. What?
Okay. Well, everybody has a phone today. When you get on, like if you're in a parking spot and you're in a big garage like that,
Mhm.
take a picture of your lot number, and then when you get on the elevator or change levels, take a picture of the level that you get off of or get onto, so you
Oh,
know that you didn't make a mistake. Go to your
okay.
phone and look those pictures up to find your way back to your car.
Thank
That's
you,
a good
Jenny.
idea.
Because silly me, it was a motorcycle that was parked over in the no parking lane that was blocking the writing on the concrete as to what level I was on, and I didn't pay it any attention.
No.
But I could
Hmm.
remember that when I got on the elevator, I only went down one floor. But I had to go down to radiology because I wanted a copy of my X-rays that had been taken 2 months ago,
Yeah.
and I got them. I
Okay.
got them. This is a DVD
Yeah.
of my X-rays of my shoulders and my back. So that put me in like a different section of the hospital, but
Yeah.
still leading to the same garage.
Yeah. Yeah. I've
But
done it myself. So you
I
feel
wasn't
that.
on either one of those floors. I was
Yeah.
like, oh my God.
Yeah.
So
I've
that
done it.
I went to two, Jenny. I went to three and I went to four, and they had a five. I said, I'm not going to five. I said, I'm going back to the rheumatology floor where I was
Yeah.
and start over again before I went down to the concourse to go to the radiology. I had to do all that. So, y'all, when I got
We
home, I ate. I took my meds, Jenny, and I fell asleep because my little body was tired from all that walking. That's more walking
Yeah.
than my body had in about 5, 6 years.
Yeah. Stressful too. It's stressful.
And that was the one time I didn't even take my walker out the car. I
Yeah.
didn't. I could have used my walker. I keep it in there, but I'm thinking, oh, the building is right here, and I'm just on the second floor, and I just have my cane. I just use my cane.
Yeah.
I'll never do that again.
Nah, it's not.
But
I've
we
done
have a
I've
hospital.
done it before.
yeah,
We have a
but
Hmm.
hospital that'll
getting back
change
to
levels inside the hospital instead of the parking lot, and
yeah,
I'm like, what? I didn't come in here.
right. But
Yeah.
Jenny, so get back to what you were saying, Jenny, about the war. I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry, but I had to
Oh,
just tell y'all
um,
why I almost slept through the show tonight.
well,
We almost missed Pearl Politics tonight. I
well,
woke up at 6:23. That's when I woke up, and I probably went to sleep about 3:30, if not
Yeah.
earlier, on the sofa. Yep, knocked out.
Hmm.
But I did hear that news
well,
coming. That was the last thing I
well,
remember.
I get my information anywhere but MSM. I, I don't trust them. They're lying. Enough. I've proved it over and over again. And yes, it's my opinion, but I have to show my proof on my truth page, and I'm this close to get my website done, so I'll be able to do it there. But mainstream media is lying to everyone, and and I'm the one trying to plant these seeds for everybody. You water them if you want to. At least I planted the seed, but they're lying to you. This stuff about him being in the basement with the positive test. No, according to our information, he's been gone for a couple of years. This is his replacement, one of them, and he's on life support. He's on that ventilator. We all know what that means. And if y'all don't know what that means, then somebody needs to check out some stuff off of mainstream media. It really it is lying to everyone. Y'all, the war, for instance, it was in there taking down some very bad people. Evildoers. A lot of people call them deep state,
Put,
and then we
put,
have a lot of other names that will that will probably get us censored if I say them, but he was in cleaning them out, and he wasn't attacking his own state of history. It's his state. Why would he do that? He's trying to
Well, it's not his
save the
state.
people.
They were not. No, Ukraine
Yes,
was not part of Russia.
they did not. Yes, they are. Yes, they are still.
No, they're not.
They
No, they're not.
when when they supposedly broke away from Russia, they're considered like a state, like we have Texas, right? Okay, when they broke away from Russia, they were supposed to do some paperwork and declarations and stuff about separating to become independent. They did not do that, so they are still a state of Russia. So why would he attack his own state? He wouldn't. He's there saving them. The president of that particular state is having his own army, his own people. And in the meantime, PU is trying to clean up the mess that the Scorpion here and his little gang of hacklers, you know, they use them for their bank. They stole from here and sent it there. They own property, they own tunnels, they own technology that we don't even know about. That's all fixing to come out. There's
Well, yeah,
6,000.
I know about their
There's
dealings.
6,000 patents.
The Sun's dealings over there, because that came up in that came up in one of the hearings. I forgot that I was watching a couple of years ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
But that was the Sun, and then Scorpion was saying that he did not have any connection with the Sun with the business dealings. But now I understand
Well, see,
that
that was a lie.
it is coming out that they did have connections. They were joint business deals. So
Okay, I
I
have
agree
a
with you.
question.
I agree with you on that part. I did hear that part. Now, as far as Ukraine being not filing the proper declarations paperwork with Russia, I will have to research that because I don't talk about anything I don't know
Yes.
about. I'll
Like
research that
I
and
said, I'll
see.
plant that seed. I plant that seed. It's up to anybody else to water it. But I got my information from very reliable sources. And I do have a
But the
question.
reliable sources have to have a name. What is the
Well,
reliable
yeah,
source? Because
because,
when I research
you
it
know,
and I find, if whatever I find, I'm gonna tell y'all where I got it from. I'm not gonna say a reliable source because anybody can consider themselves as a reliable source. So I will
well,
research that audience and find out for sure if Ukraine did not file proper declaration paperwork to become independent and separate from Russia. Because apparently they were separate, otherwise, that's why he did the war.
Yeah, I think so too.
mhm.
You don't file. Now, I agree with you. You don't go and file war against your own people, so apparently they weren't his people.
But you don't understand. He was there to have war with them. He was there to save them. The deep state. This deep state has had control of us for thousands of years. They created with the society we're in. God didn't want us to suffer and worry. We're supposed to be creative, productive
Well,
human
Jenny, if
beings
you're
on the
gonna talk
planet
about
Earth.
if you're gonna call something a deep state, that means you're going back 2,000 years.
I'm just,
You call
seriously.
that means you're going back 2,000 years, darling, because that was over 2,000 years when Jesus was here.
Well,
And then further back than that, when God had to send Moses to free the slaves. If
well,
you're saying that God didn't want us to suffer and live this way, so apparently a deep state goes back 3,000
well,
years.
see, I'm trying to not get you censored. I can't say things. I can't direct you. Look, I can't. There's
But
certain
I'm
things I
just,
can't say.
I like to
But
challenge you because
check it out. Well, you can challenge me. I'm ready for it
I
because
know,
I've
but
done.
I mean the way
I'm doing
but
up and
you
down the
said
rabbit hose. You know,
I
I
know
do the research. I am a writer.
I know you Alice in Wonderland, but the way you say them things that trip me up. And I'm like, okay. So I was gonna say God didn't ever want us to live this way. Okay, wait a minute now. So the deep state
No,
just
it didn't.
began. So I'm like, okay, so
No, it's
Jenny said deep state just began. She said they
society.
created it this way. That what you
The
said.
DNA of society. The DNA of society has been altered by bad people. That's why we live in such hard times today. We weren't meant to do this. We'd be
Yeah,
productive,
but it's
creative.
always been good and evil. It's always been good and
Yes,
evil.
it has. Yep, from the
Yep,
day of Eve. I'm
I agree with
sorry,
that.
and I don't know if y'all have heard the our Bible's supposed to be 777 books. We have 66. Those books have been
Wait a minute.
found.
Wait. Hold on. You're breaking up. 777 what?
777 books are supposed to be in the Bible. He has 66.
Wait a minute. You
What?
broke up, Jenny. 777 what is supposed to be in the Bible?
777 books are supposed to be in the
Books.
Bible.
Oh, yeah. I know about that.
Okay? They've
They
been
are books.
found.
Oh yeah, the law they call those the lost books of the Bible. The other 100 books that's
They were
not there.
stolen.
Yeah, they were.
They were stolen. They weren't lost.
You're right about that. No, they call them that. I'd say
They,
they call them that, but I know they were stolen.
they've been
And
found.
I know exactly where they are. Do you know where they are?
I know where they were. Right now, they're being translated so they can be
Wait
published
a
to the
minute.
world
So where were they? I want
under
to
the
see if we on
Vatican.
the same page. That's right. They were at the Vatican. That's where they're supposed to be. And so you say now they're gone
Under
somewhere else.
under
They're
the
gone.
Vatican.
They're gone. Yeah, they were under there. That's where they were supposed to be.
Okay.
Now you say they're gone from there.
Yes. They're being translated so they can be published to the world.
Really?
They've been working on the translations. As a matter of fact, you can actually still buy the translation. They've already been translated. You
No,
didn't know
ma'am.
that?
No, the real ones were not found until recently, in the last 2 years. Okay, the ones that people say they found and they're translating, they never found them. They just found them. Okay,
I stand corrected. They were 12 books. You're right. They translated only 12. Those are the ones that you can buy now. That's the one
yeah,
12. But you're saying the rest of
but
them are
they're
being
not the right
translated.
ones. They're not the right ones.
Okay. So when are they
That was
going to be
somebody trying.
available? Do you know?
Uh, who knows? But the ones that the 12 you said came out, that was somebody trying to make them up. That's not
Oh,
real.
okay. Mm-hmm.
So that was a fraud. That was a scam. Whatever you want to call it.
So when are
The
they
real
coming
ones.
out?
Well, I don't know how long does it take to translate 700. The rest of the balance of 777 books minus 66. That's a lot of books.
I guess it won't be in my
It won't be
time.
anytime soon.
Don't sound like it'll be in man either.
But with
Look,
today's
look,
technology, that may be tomorrow. I don't
look at
know
what
because
look at what Paul is calling us.
Harry, and Mo.
Look what Paul from Canada is calling us.
I want some of them happy pills you had tonight.
That is Larry, Harry, and Mo. I thought it was Curly. I guess I'm Curly.
It was.
Larry,
Curly.
Mo.
Yeah.
Yeah, Curly Larry.
I guess you Larry, Tim, and
I guess
Jen
so.
and Mo, huh?
I'll be Mo. I'll be Mo.
I,
I'm okay.
I'm Curly. Okay, I'm Curly. All right, Paul from
Yeah,
Sanders. We're gonna let you have that one.
yeah.
We're gonna let him have that one on y'all.
Yeah.
Because we like to make our politics show fun
We
anyway.
do.
But
Um,
yeah, I still say the war's coming because China is a bully, and right
Russia.
now the United States is in economic weakened condition.
Weak.
We are
Very weak.
militarily weak because
Yep.
we don't have enough young people. We don't have a draft. We haven't had a draft in a long time. There's some problems in the military,
Yeah.
and so it's when it does come, it is going to depend mostly on our stronger allies like Japan, Britain, um, probably Canada, because Canada, your country, Paul. Canada is
Yeah,
our
yeah. And
Canada is our ally.
we have to look at the fact and look at all the chaos that's happening on his watch. You know what I mean? On Scorpio's watch. It
Hmm.
wasn't that
But
way.
let me tell y'all this.
Okay.
Now, y'all can research this. I think that it still stands this way. And
Okay.
I'll have to research it too. But I think, y'all know we're supposed to have, okay, our midterms are coming up in November.
Okay.
If we go to war um, after midterms, after the midterms have been voted, and the general election has not come up, if we are in a state of war, do you know that will not be a presidential election in 2024? So
Yeah, that sounds all right.
I said this is probably the strategy that Scorpion is trying to use because he already knows
Right.
that nobody wants him again. And so if we stuck in a war, we're stuck with him. And
Not good.
that's not good. And that's probably the reason why that they have been he has been so quiet
Yeah.
mouth
Yeah.
on because that's what the reporter asked. The reporter asked the Secretary of Defense. He said, "Why don't he just pick up the phone and tell him not to stop? Tell him to stop it and mean it right now. Stop that, with force. Stop it." And the Secretary of Defense said, "Well, I can't dictate to him what to do."
Because they're fake. They're fake. Y'all,
That's pitiful.
oh y'all, there's a whole world going on that the MSM is covering up, and that's part of it. All of that is
Yeah,
just a show. Uh,
yeah.
uh, I have
Oh,
intel.
okay. Paul got a correction. Read the correction to it, Jenny.
Uh, it says no. I write that long time ago to your comment, Emily, about not knowing their names, not you three. Oh, okay. He
Okay,
wasn't.
all right.
He wasn't.
All right.
So
Paul
just
All
said,
right.
somebody else. Okay.
Paul say, holy, 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 holy. He say, Paul say, let me set y'all straight on that.
Get the record straight. Okay. All right. All
Yeah.
right.
Okay.
So,
Paul, you put in the
assignment.
comments who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But last
So,
night, Paul, you watched it. So type in who I'm talking about. But last night we got word um, that Trump actually had a call with. Oops. Leo actually had a call with the CCP guy, but not them. You know, they're actually not in force like they used to be. This is all a show. Uh, and they were going to attack the plane, right? And according to, I think it's PPN, Paul, is that right? According to the report, um, he called the guy and assured him that he would send proof that that's not the real drunk one on the jet. Okay, to please stand down. So now that to show a little fake force, they're doing training exercise where they're saying they're bombing. They're not bombing. It's training exercises. Okay, because they're not ready to let the truth totally out yet because there's too many people that got to wake up. There's a lot of people sleeping, and I'm not gonna cut your source down, but we on our side have proven that they're still lying to the people, and that's part of the problem of people waking up to what's really going on.
Well, they were supposed to do a missile test. The U.S. was supposed to test their nuclear systems um, th- uh, this week. I guess tomorrow or Saturday, I think it was. And the defense secretary said that um, the Scorpion told them to wait a couple of weeks. So if you wait a couple of weeks, we're going to be caught with our panties down because we won't even know if our missiles are working properly. And in a couple of weeks, China will already have attacked Taiwan. They will have already attacked because they are doing the same procedure. They're using the same
Yeah,
playbook that they saw Putin use.
they
They're
are. They
using the
are.
same playbook because that's the same way Putin did. He started shooting missiles, talking about he was testing missiles around Ukraine
but
before he actually went in there
but
one night and invaded.
Yeah,
And that,
he pulled it close to the to the
all about the
line.
mainstream media news. That's not
Hmm.
accurate.
so
It's like
she is
they're
doing the
reading off
same
of a
thing.
script.
She is doing the same thing. He's gonna follow the same playbook pattern that Russia
I
followed
would.
to invade Ukraine.
Yeah,
Where they buddies.
yeah, I would.
They're the only two country allies that are standing together. Nobody else is standing with them. No
Right.
other country in this whole wide world is standing with them. Not even Iran. Seriously.
Yeah.
So why
Mm.
wouldn't you use your buddy's playbook?
Yeah. Most definitely. Work for him has got to work for me.
But I'm gonna tell you something. And President Xi, if you can hear me, you making a big mistake. You making a real big mistake because just because you think that the U.S. is vulnerable right now, the backups are not.
No, they're not.
The backups are not, and we got some backups that when they say they got our back, they really got
Yeah.
our back.
Yeah, they got us.
And
I
That,
agree with you.
that would be Leo and what we call WHITES hats.
this is
Okay,
a mess.
y'all
I know
have
what you're
got
saying. I know what
to
you're saying.
understand.
Don't say it no more. I understand. I understand.
Yeah.
Don't spell it out on here.
Okay.
Okay.
The stuff y'all
Paul
are
said,
listening
but
to,
you are sure
the
it's
other
not a
side
part of the movie than the
is not
real
accurate.
deal. Yeah. I mean, hey, uh,
Yes, Paul, it is.
if it came real down to it, I mean, if you want to go all the way down to the nitty gritty part of it,
It,
Mr. President Chief in China, man, the United States got more gangs than in the country. In Mexico, we got more gangs than in the
Yeah.
country than anywhere else in the world. Okay.
Right. That we do have.
If it came down to the nitty gritty, it's gonna really be a movie that you don't
Hmm.
want to see.
well,
And
yes, in my opinion, it is the movie because they're playing with the directors of it. When you're watching the news and stuff like that, that's the directors of the movie. They're reading the same script that the anchors are reading. I mean, there's a script they're reading. They don't even report anymore. What's like seeing a reporter out there in the war zone saying, this is what's happening. Well, last time I saw one, there was a whole freaking movie crew on the side of them making films of fake fighting on this side, and this guy standing there talking, oh, that was the bomb, and it was a firecracker.
how you know it's a
It was
firecracker?
shown
You
on
didn't see a firecracker because you can't even see a firecracker on July the 4th when they go out.
this. It popped right beside him.
Jenny, I'm just messing
I
with
mean,
you.
I know, but it popped right beside him. I'm in the South. I know what firecracker is. Oh man, but yeah, this guy's seriously. The weatherman said, "Oh, it's going to be
Well,
sunny
see,
and bright
one thing about it, you
today
can't
with the
see what's going on
stars."
in Ukraine now because Putin is almost taking over it, and they're not letting no reporters in there.
Good,
No.
So that's one
good.
reason why you can't see what's going on in there, over there.
He's taking
No.
care of this country because he got bad people out of there, including the
And what
people who
reporter? And
from here
what
who had
reporter?
tunnels there.
Let me ask you this, Jenny. What reporter in their
Yes.
right mind gonna try to go over there and film that? Huh?
Yeah, they're not like they used to be.
I
Not
mean,
these
Well,
reporters.
so
unless you just wait, unless you just want a death sentence, what reporter, what camera crew, what television station, what radio station, I don't care who, in their right mind, gonna go and travel over there and try to film something anyway? Does that make
exactly.
sense?
Who would
Does that make
travel
sense?
borders?
That doesn't make sense to me.
Who would travel
Don't
borders?
make sense to me
See,
either.
we had just like we had citizen reporters here, they have citizen reporters there, and they know they can't come on like this platform and tell what they know. That's why they go to the platform I listen
That we
to,
don't have no reporters
where I
over
do
there,
my
Jenny.
research. No, we
United
don't.
States, nobody got no
We.
reporters over there but Russia.
I'm
And
talking about
Russia is not
citizen
showing
reporters.
anything. You can't even.
The people who want.
Their citizens were filming, but
Yeah,
now
they were.
now their communications are down,
Mm-hmm.
and the
Yeah. Guess
drones
who did that?
and other and the other countries been trying to send drones over there to film, and Russia's shooting them down.
Yeah.
So we cannot get
No.
any real live footage as to what's going over there. That's one. That's the main reason we haven't seen any. Have you seen, like you said, Jenny?
Zelensky.
You haven't seen any, and you won't see any.
Zelensky is doing that so he can't so they won't show the world that he's killing his own people. Putin's not doing this. He is.
No,
He's the one killing his own people. There are citizen
Why you
reports
got what
online
proof?
that
What
talk
proof do
about
you
it.
have? What proof do you have of that? That's just your
I'm
opinion.
talking about reports that I've seen on Telegram and on Rumble and all
Those are
these
not.
people that listen.
Those are not verified sources. Give me a verifiable source.
Yours are not verified. Yours are verified liars.
My own eyes and ears are verified. I told y'all what I heard. And what I heard and saw today,
Yours,
that's what I said. And I know I can see good. I know I can hear y'all. I know
yeah,
I can hear good. So I just simply repeated what I saw and heard. Now you telling
yeah.
me about a
Well,
verifiable source that I can't even contact.
all
You
you got
say
to
a
go to the
reliable
truth page
source?
and do
What
that to
reliable
find them.
source? I can't
The
contact
sources
them
I
folks.
use to talk to people about the truth because I can't talk about the truth on this.
Yeah, it might be. It might be the truth.
And
But
that's
I understand that with a lot of people, but this is a being,
Verifying source.
publicized, I'm a show, and I only use sources that can be verified in one way or
let's
another.
see.
If I'm
Okay.
gonna say something,
Here's
otherwise,
an example.
what you should have said is, it is my opinion that Zelensky is killing his own people. Because you
Well,
don't have any proof that he is.
I have the same proof anybody else does off of this page.
Off of what page?
Off
The
of
deep fake
where
page.
we're airing this
I did it.
platform, where we're airing. I can't even say that because that applies.
But you
But where
must
we're
use
airing,
it. But you must use the phrase. You can say what you want to say, but you must use the word. It is, in my
My
opinion.
opinion.
no, because certain words I say will flag you. You don't understand. I wish legal
I
and
do
the
understand. I've been
U.S.
running this show. I've been running this
and the
politics show.
Army.
I've been running this politics show for 5 years, so I know the rules. You must say it is my opinion unless you can read it from a reliable source, or you can state exactly when you saw it, where you saw it. I told y'all I saw it on Fox News today with my own ears and eyes of what the Secretary of Defense said, what the reporters were saying back to him. That's the way this show runs.
Okay, go to Fox News and listen to Tucker Carlson.
Tucker Carlson is the
He-
source, yes.
Yeah, he's verified source.
Yes.
It's a verified
Okay.
source. You can repeat
Okay.
what
Listen
Tucker
what.
Carlson says.
Well, I've listened to so much. He has said so much. There's a lot going on that
But yeah,
oh man, he's great.
you can always refer to him. That is a verifiable source. So
Yeah.
anytime you can
Okay.
repeat any reporter's uh, name that you heard say something. Yeah,
Okay.
I
Well,
know. I know Tucker
on
Carlson. I
mainstream
know
media,
all of the. I know all of the Fox News reporters. I know all of them names. So that you
can't left
often
behind me.
heard me refer to Hannity. You know, so Tucker Carlson. Yeah, I've watched him too.
I
So you
have
can
to.
Yeah.
say according to Tucker Carlson,
Okay.
or Tucker Carlson said the
Okay.
other night, that sort of stuff. Yeah.
Okay. Let's say Tucker Carlson has friends that aren't allowed into mainstream media, and
Mhm.
I checked Tucker out because all those acres ain't so great either. There's only a handful. John is back and forth. He 1 minute he's fighting a good fight, and the next minute you wonder where the heck did he come up with that? So yeah, they're back and forth a lot, but Tucker's the one that has. I feel like he's went from good to bad, bad to good
Oh,
in
you
the
do?
last year. Yeah,
Oh.
yeah,
Tucker.
yeah. But,
Good.
yeah, yeah.
Bad to
I don't
good.
know
Bad
if he
to
was
good.
playing a role.
Well, I heard him just
I don't.
yesterday. He was talking about Kamala. He was, he tried to be funny, but he's not funny to me. He makes funny lines, but they're not funny. But he was talking about Kamala, how she was doing this pronoun thing, and that because she got on the stage. They showed the clip on the video on his show,
Okay.
where she said, "It's so good to see y'all, and this is the first gentleman." Something of the White House, my husband. I love my husband. So he was making fun of that. That's what he was talking about yesterday.
Right.
But he's just not as funny to me as Hannity is. That Hannity can throw out some funny lines, and he's very. And by the
Well,
way, Hannity is Leo's favorite show and
hmm,
reporter. He's been on, yeah, Leo has been on Hannity's show, but several times where and Laura Ingraham, Leo likes Laura Ingraham too. She comes on right after Tucker. Yeah. But I
yeah.
know them all,
Well,
so that
uh,
we call
well,
them
Tucker
reliable
knows a
sources.
lot
That's
of them.
right.
Yeah.
Tucker knows a lot of what I call reliable sources, which could be Charlie Ward, Michael Jaco, uh, uh, what is it, Patriot Street Fighter, who is Scott McKay. They're ex-military. Jaco
But you
McKay are
can always
ex-military.
repeat what someone else said, but
Um,
just don't claim it on your own. Because
Yeah.
that's when they can put it under the category of disinformation. You can always
well,
repeat what someone else said, what somebody else wrote, what you read,
well,
what you
Yeah.
saw.
Yeah. Because we can go
I'm a
back
little
and
gun
confirm
shy.
that. We can go back and
Yeah,
confirm that fact from the
I'm a little
source.
gun shy. You know, this I don't know which
I
one
mean,
you're
it doesn't matter.
on.
It doesn't matter
This,
whether they disagree with the left. It doesn't matter whether they agree with the left. As long as you say according to, or this person said, or that person
yeah.
wrote, like that.
Well, I can
But
tell
if
you
you're gonna form your
something.
own opinion, you're gonna have to state that it is your own opinion.
Okay, well, none of this. Well, some of it is, but last year in June, I wished Leo and the U.S. Army happy birthday, and it put me in Facebook jail for 2 weeks.
Had put who
Why?
in jail?
Me?
Put you in jail for 2 weeks. Oh, you was at. That's
Yeah.
why. I'm trying to tell you how to stay out of
That's
jail
why.
now.
Hey,
That's exactly what
hey,
she's
wait a
talking
minute.
about.
Is
That's
this what
exactly
y'all's
what I'm talking.
Yeah.
That's
week?
exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
training you
Yeah.
how to be a reporter and stay alive on Facebook Jive. Okay.
Well, hopefully one day soon, all that's going to change to where we'll be able to speak freely. There are already platforms that allow it, like Truth Social, Rumble, Telegram. The whole
Yeah.
community out there, people like in New York telling the truth about what's going on.
Oh God, they were
And
talking
one
about
of
how
them,
stinky
you
New
and
York
her,
was. I heard that.
I haven't
yeah,
heard anything. Fill me in right quick.
yeah,
By New York is
Yeah.
that is,
stinking.
Do
They
you
say
Stinking?
New York
know
is
Kenny?
stinking so bad. That's because they say
Yeah.
it's a mix of marijuana and pee.
What?
The whole atmosphere. They
Oh
say the whole
my God.
atmosphere
Pee
in New
and
They put
York,
on
marijuana?
a
yeah,
they
in
put
the
on a
city,
what was it?
pee and marijuana. They say because they got so many homeless people now peeing on the streets. And then some of the people that they were talking to, they interviewed the people. They said, "Why do you think New York is so stinky right now?"
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
And then it was like several people that said, "Well, people ain't bathing like they should no more." And then the other dude, it was so crazy. He said, "Well, it smells like marijuana and pee." He said, "But it's a good smell to me."
Oh man. Oh boy.
Oh, they got the same situation. See, yes.
I said, I
It,
said, thanks for that
they,
information, because I sure don't want to be visiting New York no time
Nah, me
soon.
neither. They don't have to
well,
worry
they got
about me too much.
scumbags. They got some
What'd you say?
scumbags as leaders. They got the same problem CA does. It's the leadership. Same as Portland.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah. Yeah,
Portland's
we're
been
going to
burnt
talk about
down.
that. I'm going to go and watch the poll now, see what the votes have said so far, and we're going to talk about results next week. We're going to talk about the DAs, the problem with this crime, with this revolving gate. Now, at least I want to talk about
Mhm.
that part on our next show, because there's a whole lot of DAs are being voted out in these
All
primary,
right.
in this
Uh-oh.
primary. Yeah.
With good
So,
reason. With
yeah,
good
yeah,
reason.
yeah. I
Yes,
agree.
ma'am.
I agree. I agree. They need to go.
Yeah.
You know, and
Shift them.
then yeah, because I mean, 8 years is too long for a DA to stay in position.
It really is.
Yeah, the thing about a DA is that it's hard to get a good person,
Yeah.
a balanced person to be a DA, because that position attracts the worst kind of person, and it can also corrupt the best kind of person.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's a easily corrupted position. Because a
Oh yeah.
lot of them are afraid of their life, for their life and their family, and
Yeah.
they just let these people go because of
Yeah.
threats.
Threats.
So they let them go, because they're scared of them.
Yeah,
And
and our so-called government should take better care of them, protect them so they can do their job
that's
properly
true.
without the
So they can
corruption.
do their job
I agree
Because
without
with
that
that.
fear.
equals corruption. That
You're
Yeah, I
right.
agree
equals
with that.
corruption. And our
That's right.
system sucks because it's corrupt from the top down. So,
Yeah, and the longer they
yeah,
go on, if you're talking about 8 years, that's a lot of corruption.
A
You
lot.
know,
yeah,
Yeah.
that's a
yeah,
lot of pressure. That's a lot
yeah.
of pressure
I
to
don't think the
resist
DA. I don't think a DA should stay in a position more than 2 years. 2 years is
2 years.
enough.
That's what I said.
Well,
2 years.
That's enough.
I
They
say
have
that.
see what happens. It's a 4 year term. But what
Yeah.
happens is
They get buddy buddy.
they get name recognition and get voted in on the second time,
Yep.
and they ain't got no max. They ain't
Right.
got no max on a DA. A DA can run a third time. It'd be another 4 years, 12 years.
Just like
Right.
Congress.
They
Why,
yeah,
why are
they
we?
need
Why are
some
we?
limits on these positions. That's
Right.
what allows
Yeah.
for the
I mean,
corruption.
Yeah.
Mm.
why are we
Well,
allowing these
anyway,
people to sit in Congress and sleep on our dime, which they stole? So, yeah.
because that's the way it has become. But we gotta go.
All
So
right.
Tim was supposed to be an anchor, but I kind of woke up and took over. My apologies.
You did. You did. It's okay.
I'll try not to do that. Jenny, when it's your
She
turn to
woke up.
anchor, I did. And you know how passionate I'm, Jenny. I know how passionate you are about politics, and Jenny knows how
I
passionate
do.
I am. Tim is passionate too. So we like to have fun, and we challenge each other.
Yeah.
We still respect each other. We turn
Oh
it
yeah.
into a laugh.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
We t-
Definitely.
we
Definitely.
turn
Oh
it into a
yeah.
laugh, and get a great laugh. But it's good to challenge a debate,
Yeah.
because that
Keeps you on your
way,
toes.
it keeps you on your toes, but it also helps you look at the other person's viewpoint too.
Right.
you know. So,
Exactly.
Yeah.
uh-huh.
Exactly.
All right then. So
Yep.
Tim,
Yes.
I guess Jenny, because you're the anchor, I'll let you say that. Me and Jenny will say our closing. Then
Okay.
you gonna say your closing, and then the music
Okay.
will play. So
All
Jen,
right.
your
Okay.
closing remarks.
Okay. My closing remarks is I pray for everyone's safety and health. If you want a different version of what we talk about here, like on my page, The Truth, it's on Messenger, and we'll happily send you an invite if you'd like one. Um, it's a whole different scenario than what we're allowed to talk on here. So, good luck to everyone. Big changes are coming, they're already happening. Um, and peace and goodwill.
Jenny, what you got blinking on? Is that your TV playing?
Yeah, I keep it on mute. It
Okay,
keeps
okay,
me.
but you know what? You know what? I'm gonna tell you. That's what's causing your breakup because these
Really?
platforms, it's using some of your internet. It's using your internet, taken away from where it's needed most. Cause I have to turn
I have
mine
an
off.
air.
I
I
have
have
to
an
turn mine
antenna.
off.
I don't have it. Mine's not connected to no technology. It's an antenna
Oh, your TV
on
antenna?
cable.
It's not on
Yeah.
cable. Oh well, you can
No,
turn it back on then. I
I've
thought
never
you had
had
the
that.
Wi-Fi. I thought it was. I thought your TV was connected to
No,
your Wi-Fi. No,
no,
no, no.
I
You.
can't afford that.
Oh yeah, you can keep it
I
on.
never
But
have been able
yeah,
to.
I have. Yeah, when it is, I have to turn my TV off because, as
I
you
don't.
notice, I'm not freezing as much, and I started turning my TV off as well as on my phone. I turn my Wi-Fi off, and so
Yeah.
now you notice I'm not freezing as much too.
Yeah, but I can see if she's using analog with rabbit ears, that would interfere. It still will interfere. It's
Oh, okay,
analog.
It's a
Yes,
okay,
analog.
it's a it's
okay.
a clear TV
Yeah, that's
antenna.
right.
Yeah, Tim used to work for Comcast, so he should know.
Yeah, yeah. With those rabbit ears, yeah,
Mm,
it's interfering.
okay.
It's like a little piece of paper. It's a
Okay. Uh
clear
huh.
TV antenna. It don't have rabbit ears. It's just a
Okay. Okay.
piece of board that you stick flat somewhere.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about, Tim. You
Okay.
know, you know the kind
Yeah.
like I got in my bedroom, 'cause I
Yeah.
don't. I only have the cable for my living room anyway. I don't have no two boxes.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
But I don't even watch the TV in my bedroom anymore because I use my tablet and watch my for my TV at nighttime. I use my tablet to
Right.
save, electricity. But anywho, that was Jenny's closing remarks. Did you finish, Jenny? Because I think she finished. Because I did wait. I tried to wait until I asked you about that light. Because I kept saw a light flashing, and I think you were finished. Were you?
Yes, I was. I just want
Okay.
everybody to prepare for some shutdowns and just be safe and keep the faith.
Okay, you guys. So that I did tell Jenny on that. We all gotta be safe right now. Not just for your health physically, but for your safe. Say be
Yeah.
safe physically. Watch your surroundings
Yeah.
and be safe mentally. Think happy. I have a new um, regime that I have adopted. I'm not complaining about it, and it worked today. It was so spectacular to see how people reacted when I answered them when they
Yeah.
asked me how I was doing.
Yes.
I told them I said I feel happy, and they say happy, and then they got happy. And I said I got this new regime from now on. When people ask me how I feel, I'm
Yeah.
gonna tell them I feel happy. You
Right.
know, and then you'll be surprised. I mean, everybody I told that today to, their whole personality just changed and lit up immediately
Yeah.
because
Smiling words.
they were feeling my vibe.
Yeah.
Uh huh. And they weren't expecting that because everybody always say,
Coming that
"Oh
bad. Yeah.
fine, oh fine, how you doing? Oh I'm all right, yeah.
Yeah.
Or just hello, just hello, But these were perfect strangers. You know, the
Oh,
nurses behind the desk, my doctor really reacted strangely when I said that. I mean, look, I saw a side of her that I'd never seen before. She just opened up, and it was like she was my best friend. Like we had been hanging out for years. Just
Right.
because
wow.
when she walked into the office and I mean, into, the room, when she came into my room, she said, "Hello, Miss Kirk, how you doing?" I said, "I feel happy." She said, "Oh, you do?" I mean, and it just blew her away.
Yeah, I'm sure they don't hear that often. Yeah,
Yeah,
probably
so
No,
never.
for real.
they never hear that.
Yeah,
So I just want to pass this on and ask you guys to try it, and you will see. You'll be so surprised because we all are connected.
yeah,
Our energy is connected. Our DNAs are connected, and you will be surprised, and you can feel off of each other's energy
right.
if you do that.
Yeah.
So that was one of my closing words because I tried it today for the first time,
All
and
right.
I am not going to stop. It was amazing. All
All right. All right. All right.
right, Tim,
So,
close us out.
okay, with my closing remarks, it was a beautiful, wonderful show, very informational. And wow, who doesn't love a great debate? I mean, come on. So
Yeah.
check this
For
out.
real.
You guys come back Thursday. Can't wait till Thursday come and we'll get it started again in another direction.
All
So
right.
with that being said, I would like to wish you all love, peace, and happiness, and let's all be safe out there.
All right, y'all. That's our time. Good
Yes.
night, everybody. See you next week.
The opinions expressed on this program is not necessarily those of the Emily Pearl Show, its sister stations, its affiliates, or its sponsors, but it is those of the individuals themselves who express it. While the Emily Pearl Show does take stances on individual issues, the show itself remains an entertainment platform. Free thought is a philosophy and not a policy.